how it's harder if I sit, escape my hips, if I put my back first here, then try to sweep. You're going to feel how heavy it is. But if I come here, you're going to see how light it is going to be. Okay? The whole technique, it's like a ball. I'm here, escape my hips. Look what I'm going to do. Like a swing, like a ball. Like this. And very important here that when I sit, my knees stay open. Don't come close. I'm not using my knee to sweep. It's my hook. Okay? Try. Leverage point. If you try to sweep with both hooks, you're not going to have enough leverage. So when you put the foot on the ground, when you lay down, look, this foot push the ground. So your hip comes up, then you get more power on your hip. Okay? So it's the same thing, but when you make the sweep here, foot on the ground, sweep, there you come. Okay? Do that. Exactly in the same way, and now they're going to understand why it's important to put the hand under the armpit. And you can explain that this sweep works as well if you have the hand over. Okay? The problem is, if I have my hand over, I come to sweep him, I miss the sweep, I make it long, and he end up on my side, he's going to end up on the side mount. If I have my hand under, and I miss the sweep, he ends up on my side, I either go to his back, or at least I can turn on my knee, and he can't stop me. Okay? So you explain this to them, the importance of having the hand under, and that the sweep works as well if your hand is not under. But why it's better to have the hand under and why you taught like this. So they keep in mind that always when they sit, they try to come with the hand under the armpit. But they're going on the back, I'm going to show now. It's not this. Here, I couldn't grab here, take my hook out, lay down, bring him down. Why it's important actually to do not worry about your head here. What I see people still doing, purple belt doing, they come with this hand here, they free the head first, and now they try to go up. And now they go up. The thing is, when I do this, I'm giving him too much space. He's going to come back and hold me. And then I'm going to lose the position. I have to go to his back all the time, being tied up with him. So he doesn't have space to avoid my technique. So I leave my head here, I go up with my hip, and now I go backwards so my head goes out. Then I have the hook, then you remind the guys how to make. Okay? So it's important to explain your children to don't worry about the head. You are going to see people doing like this. People coming here. Two common mistakes. First, try to go on the elbow like this. To go for the back. Okay? And then try to free the head and then go for the back. First, I don't put my elbow on the ground. First, because his weight is on me, I'm going to need energy to do that. Second, because it's easy for him to grab my arm and bring me back here. And then perhaps it's going to be worse for me. Third, when I turn, why I bring my elbow here? Because I don't want him to grab my hand. Because if he grabs my hand, I cannot go anymore. Do you know that judo position? This judo position here, it's not possible to go for the back if he's grabbing my arm. Later I'm going to show how to skate from here. And I'm going to explain that you must hide your elbow to go for the back. Okay? So that's why when I'm here, I turn on my shoulder and my elbow comes like this. Then I open this knee, then I go for the back. Okay? Can't grab his arm. So remember, we did the same thing, we skate the hips, okay? I couldn't grab his arm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this hook out. Now I'm going to lay down, the same way like I was doing the sweep. So I'm going to bring him with me. The difference now, I have no hook to sweep. So I'm going to make the same technique we did in the warm-up. I'm going to open my knee, and with my shoulder on the ground, my hip will come up here. Pay attention, this is very important because I still see purple belts making this wrong. My head doesn't need to go out yet, to go to his back. Actually, I go for his back with my head stuck here, grab my head. Doesn't matter my head, it's my hip that must go. After my hip goes, then my hip goes backward, then my head is out. Then I have his back. Then you show your shoulder. Now it's a good opportunity to remind the back mount. Put both hooks inside, turn him, sit, and then remember him. One time make the rear naked choke, one time make the lapel choke, and another time make the other lapel choke. Okay? What I see still people doing here, right? You can right. Or anything like that, he doesn't know how to fall, right? Like in this, for example. When I make this self-defense, I have to know how to roll, because I'm gonna roll. You see, in no point when I do this technique, you see me putting my hands on the ground. Just when I wanna avoid, but not doing the technique, right? So Cyborg was fighting this American guy, Dutch guy. He was fighting this Dutch guy. He was better in stand-up, and then they went for the clinch, and then Cyborg took the guy down. But then Cyborg, when he took the guy down, he put his hand like this to go for the mount. He broke his elbow, and he couldn't fight anymore. His elbow went out. But if he was a BJJ fighter, he would never put his hand like this, because he would know how to fall, how to roll, right? It's just an example of how self-defense can help you also in the training and ukemi and stuff like that. But anyhow, today, I'm going to show you guys sweep from the butterfly guard. Last week, I did a first class of how to make a better butterfly guard. Today I'm going to repeat the tips that I gave last week, and I'm going to give a couple more tips. Okay? So, first thing, when we teach, don't make this pressure. When we teach how to sweep from the butterfly guard, in the basics we say, first you have to sit. You must grab the guy's elbow, push to sit, and that is going to be. But you don't really have to. We say that because it's much easier to understand the mechanism of the sweep, and much easier to sweep when you sit here than when you are down. But it's also possible to sweep from here. So first you're going to do this. I want to sweep him for that side. I'm going to escape my hips. When I escape my hips, there is going to be this space here. I'm going to put my hand under his armpit here, like this. Now, this hand, I'm going to push his elbow here. Now, this foot comes on the ground, and I'm going to kick my right foot. I'm going to do like this. Same time, I push his elbow, I open this elbow, and I kick my leg. Then I sweep. After I sweep, either I mount or I side mount him, whatever you guys like. Okay? I rather always go to the side mount. I want you guys to do this. Don't put pressure when you come, okay? Just when he doesn't bend. Oh, here, escape your hips very well. Put your hand under your armpit. This foot goes down. This hand on the elbow. I'm going to push his elbow inside, open this elbow, and kick this leg. Then I make the sweep. Okay? At the same time, I want you guys also already to do this. To try to sweep the guy for the side without escaping your hips. Okay? Because I want you guys to see that it's very hard and you need lots of strength if you don't do the proper technique. If I try to sweep him like this, straight like this, to that side, I'm gonna need lots of power. And I want you guys to feel that, okay? So try to sweep the guy like this, and then escape your hips, and then you're gonna see how much easier it is to sweep when you make the proper technique. Alright? Important to be on the ground, because I need the leverage of opening my legs like this. Okay? If I keep this foot up and just push my leg up, I have less strength than if this foot is on the ground, pushing the ground like this. And I have to use this also to push my hip up, because if I start to sweep the guy, if I start to sweep the guy and he stand up the leg, if he stand up the leg here, I can't sweep him anymore if my hip is glued on the ground. But if I push the ground and I go up with my hip, I can sweep him. So I go that extra leverage, extra sweep. So before I want you to, you guys are going to do sweep, but before I want everybody to lay down and do this movement with me. Look, but wait, look here first. Look. First, I'm going to try to put my toe as high as I can. Okay, go this high. Now I'm going to try to put my toe as high as I can using my whole body. Look, it goes much higher. Alright? So meaning that when I make the sweep and I use this movement here, I have much more leverage to make the sweep than if I do only this. Okay? So everybody lay down, on your shoulder, keep your face on the ground, go up, and when to break this extra. Then you go to the other side, same thing. Go up, and then make little jumps like this to finish the sweep. And finish the sweep, come to the mount. Then go back and go again. Okay? Keep doing that. And here, another thing that I see some of you doing mistake. Doesn't grab like this, because I'm not pulling his hand. I'm pushing his hand. So it's here, to push his elbow inside his leg. And then, you're going to start to sweep, and he's going to stand up the leg after you start to sweep. Why? Because if you stand up the leg first, and now his weight comes in this leg, you are not going to get the sweep anymore. Because he blocked before you start the movement, and then you need, it's not impossible, but as same thing happened when we did wrong, you need lots of power now to bring the guy up. But, put your knee down. So the guy, and also, first, I don't want him to really defend. I want you to learn to use your hip more. So he's going to stand up a little bit, and then you're going to put your foot down, go up, and finish the sweep. Go into the mount, or side mount, here on the stomach, or whatever you want. Whatever you want. Okay? So, covering on the top, he's going to stand up the leg after the sweep starts. Okay? Not before. If I stand up before, sweep me there. It's very hard now, because all my weight is on the hook that he's using. Next thing, that next tip I'm going to give to you to show how to improve your butterfly guard. I'm going to show what to do when the guy sit here. Okay, then you cannot start the sweep anymore, right? Now, he's going to push my elbow, and when after he starts, I'm going to stand it, and then he goes, go, then you finish the sweep. Okay? Try. Butterfly sweep, if you use your whole body in the sweep, and not only your legs, right? If you know how to do it, the guy on the top is trying to standing up the leg. After the sweep starts, it's not going to be enough to stop you. Unless his legs are much bigger than your legs. In this case, because then your leverage is going to have a limit, and his defense is going to be bigger than you. Or, he can also defend if he has same side legs or smaller legs, if when you start the sweep, he put his foot like here. But look, I defend, but look what I'm giving to him. I'm giving my leg to him. Now he can use my leg in another sweep. Alright? What I mean that he cannot sweep and not giving you anything else. Like standing up here. He can sweep. The sweep is going to happen if you know how to use your whole body in the sweep. Right? So you must practice this more, throw your hip more, go higher. Okay? We can also do the same thing. Sometimes you escape your hit and you still don't have space to put your hand under. You can also do the same sweep, grabbing his arm. In some cases, this is even better. In the case that I'm going to show now, it's better to have the arm here. Because I can still do the same sweep, same way I can sweep him simply like that, or if he stand up the leg, I can use my hip and finish the sweep. I'm not going to, I have to do for the rest. But this is not gonna work if when I escape my hips, I grab here, he stood at the leg before. Now it's gonna be very hard to work because as I said, now his weight is there. So it's much harder to start the sweep, to create the leverage of the sweep. Okay? So what are you gonna do in this situation here? This foot is on the ground, right? So you're gonna use this foot here to escape your hips for the other side. Now when your hips in the other side, you're gonna change. This foot comes here, and this comes here. And then you're gonna sweep him for the other side. See? Very easy. I was ready to sweep him there. He put all his weight here. I'm gonna just change. I change my hip, and I change the sweep. But it's important that in any time, every time, I must have always one hook in, one hook on his leg, because it's center of the leg. No, just one. Before, yeah. Because if I put my both foot down to escape like this, and I don't have any hook, anytime he wants, he's gonna walk to my side, he's gonna pass my guard. So first I have my right hook, I had first to make the sweep. Now my left foot is on the ground. I'm going to escape my hips. Now my right foot goes to the ground. First my left foot comes as a hook, my right foot comes to the ground, and I sweep. Okay? So let's do that now. Look, here, I escape my hips. You can as well, put your knee down. You can as well repeat a little bit here. First, the first sweep, before he stands up the leg. Here, and then you can make, with he standing, he's standing up the leg during the sweep, and then you can use your hip, and then you do when he stands up before. And then you can try to sweep, and you're going to see that it's very hard now. Right? So you're going to use your foot, escape your hips, change, and sweep him for the other side. Okay?